Welcome in this morning, West Virginia. I'm Harrison Klopp. High school football begins this week, and here's an inside look at 3 different programs, each trying to accomplish their own goals.
This fifth quarter high school football preview is sponsored by Gladfeldy Tire Center. Visit one of their 4 locations.
If you want to find out what it takes to be the best, take a trip to Fairmont's legendary East-West Stadium on a fall afternoon and find out yourself. Fairmont senior head coach Nick Bartik has built the gold standard for success in our sport here, as his Polar Bears have won 4 of the last 6 state titles. As Coach Bartik preaches to his players that if they do their job and continue to improve, the success will follow.
Winning is always a motivator, but ultimately you're just trying to continue to improve. You want to improve on what you can and focus on yourself. Before you go focusing on opponents or on whatever your next goals are, you have to accomplish your self goals first. And so in the off season, your focus is on yourself, and especially this time of year in August, it's not so much about prepping for an opponent as it is fine tuning and paying attention to the details of what we're trying to do.
And as the Polar Bears move up to Class AAA, their goal remains the same, bringing another state title to West Fairmont.
It means a lot, leave an imprint on the ones left, ones younger and coming up, give them, an idea of what we're about. And just honestly send a message across the state that, I was sidelined my freshman year, and I really wanted to make it known that, I knew what it take to get here and, what it take to get back here. And, winning that last one with my boys, that'd mean a lot to me.
Trinity Christian is just a 25-minute drive up I-79 to Morgantown from Fairmont. And unlike a storied program like the Polar Bears have, Trinity Christian will be looking to show they belong, as the Warriors had to cancel their season last year due to low numbers.
It is tough. It is tough. And, I was part of that transition. I got the job, and the numbers were dwindling at that point. And we had to make that tough call last year. And, that's a risk to cancel a season. You risk not being able to recover from that. And we just grabbed it. We could have pouted. We could have looked down on it. Instead, we picked ourselves up by our bootstraps. And first day of school last year, we started trying to get kids out in the building. We're like, hey, we know we didn't have football this year. What about next year? Are you in for next year? And that's really where this 17 came together, was those first few weeks of school last year.
And after resurrecting his program, head coach Jason White and his 17 players will look to make their imprint in north central West Virginia's most populous city.
The sky's the limit up here. You said it yourself earlier that it's beautiful up here. And some people just don't know that we exist. You say Trinity Christian School, and they say, where is that? And you say Morgantown, and they're like, well, we're at in Morgantown. Like, they just don't know. Usually if you say, you're on 68 and you see that football field up there on the mountain, they're like, oh, I wonder where that was. So anyway, the sky's the limit here. We have a lot of potential to grow and a lot of potential to really reach more families and reach the greater Morgantown area. So.
And across town from Trinity Christian at Pony Lewis Field, you can find the city's premier high school football program, Morgantown High School. The Mohegans are coached by Sean Beiser, a man both respected by high school football aficionados and loved by his players.
I wouldn't rather play for anybody else. The things that he's done for this program is crazy. It's crazy. He's led this program so far.
And in 4 years as head coach, Beiser has led Morgantown to consistent success, but he's yet to accomplish the thing he wants the most.
Win a state championship. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here to work. Ultimately there's other goals, but at the end of the day, why are you playing if you're not trying to be the best? I don't want to be the first runner-up and the first loser. I want to be the champion, and that's the kind of mentality you have to have.
And while Beiser will look to win his first state title this fall, he can only imagine what it would mean for the Morgantown community if he does.
I think it would be massive. I mean, you come to our games are packed on Friday night. Our student section is amazing. We got a great band. We got awesome cheerleaders. Our administration, I mean, this is an amazing school and an amazing community. And I think, if we were able to win that state championship, I think it would be phenomenal. It would be, they would be ecstatic, as we would,
And that's what makes high school football in north central West Virginia so special. 28 teams from Webster County to Clay Battelle and everywhere in between, all looking to accomplish their own goals, whether you're preparing for your 5th state title or your first season.